Don't only build a brand for your fans. Rather, with the use of your fans, build a brand.
What happened at that day when TikTok banned?
That day was a proof that nothing affected us. People always, obviously, everyone started messaging. Now, what are you going to do? TikTok is banned. तुम्हारा तो हो गया. अब क्या करोगे?
People are scared about the AI.
I don't think so. AI really is a threat. AI is just for me is another tool.
So coming down to the point of monetization.
If you have a community and who's following you for a certain reason, you can use that to monetize yourself.
Hey everyone, this is Mihir and welcome back to another episode of Modernizing Biz podcast. On this episode, we have Mihir with us. Mihir is CEO of NOFILTR. Hi Mihir, how are you doing?
All good, all good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm super excited for this conversation. Before going deep more about creators and all you've been doing all day long, so I just want to know like from where it all started with NOFILTR, like how the evolution happened specifically in the industry.
NOFILTR has been one of the pioneer companies who have started with influencer marketing. I say influencer incubator. Actually, we started incubating few of our creators. Early on we started with one creator. Now we have a roster of 50, and we've gone through a revolution of different platforms over the years. I think we started with a lot of creators who were on TikTok, which is banned now. But one of the things we learned early on was that all our creators need to be on all platforms. If you have the talent, then its platform doesn't matter. The format doesn't matter. And we have gone through different formats from TikTok to Instagram, YouTube, now YouTube Shorts. There was a very big controversy in the middle between short format, long format. Now YouTube itself coming up with its own shorts platform, so you can clearly understand where the world is heading. It basically the shift of holding a mobile from horizontal to vertical, and even your cameras. One of the things that we keep saying that you need all your content in a vertical format. So quite an evolution, and still which will go on and on. It won't stop till the time people are innovating, till the time people are consuming content in different formats.
So can you share more about what happened at that day when TikTok banned and the controversy popped up about short form content versus long form content? So even on a lot of platforms are not available about that information. But look what's happening behind the camera, what's happening inside the industry.
So I don't know what happened for most of the people, but I can tell you for our creators, as I told you, we were from early on we had learned that had to be on different platforms, and the creators that we have are most of them from different talents, which can be on different platforms and different formats. So for us that day was a proof that nothing affected us. And it was just a proof that we always said, because people always, obviously everyone started messaging, now what are you going to do? TikTok is banned, तुम्हारा तो हो गया, अब क्या करोगे? Things like that. But actually that helped us to evolve even faster into different formats. You know, you can't be in a comfort zone forever. We moved on to YouTube, we moved on to Instagram itself quickly.
Come over the day.
Opportunities, and a lot of smaller other apps had come which are not small anymore, but many Indian short format apps which are still struggling, I think. But for us it didn't make a difference, but world was waiting for us. I think everyone was waiting for us to see now it's not going to work for you, but we proved them wrong, and we are here, and with our even stronger roster we have 30 YouTube channels, more than everyone's Instagram accounts. We have, I think, in totality, we have more than 200 different forms of channels.
Yeah. So you touched the point like that this TikTok happened. Now somehow like we also have a fear, like not talking about the big creators, even the budding creators have those like the fear that the audience is saturating. Right? A lot of people talk about that we're not getting the amount of reach that we want to get over all the social media platforms. So even Instagram is here, it can also grow in next 10 years. Who knows? Really, who knows? Like, so what's your take on that? What's going to be your advice to those budding creators who have this fear about this thing?
That wherever and whatever platform you are, try and create a community for yourself. Try and create not it's better to have even 100,000 very loyal people who really are there who love you, who really like to see you, or who really like to hear you, or whatever it is, rather than having 2 million people who are just scrolling through you. Because even if you have 100,000 people, they're going to jump any platform for you. For them, the platform is not important. It's you who is important. So, community reach, creating a community. Because if you go to really see a community of 10,000 people also, is a very, collect 10,000 people and see. People.
I'll share a story about that. Like, people type out, I only have 50,000 like people. Like, you should Google it. Like, how 50,000 people always feel like a stadium filled with people.
Exactly. So, means if you have 50,000 loyal fans, what else do you need? So community driven things really help, and if you're really driving your community in a good way, many of my creators who had started very young, their audience have grown with them. Like for example, we have a group of creators known as the group Damn Fam.
Yeah.
There are 9 of them, and their audience from their college days to now. So when their audience has grown with them, choices from what they used to wear before to now what trends and fashion has changed with them. So things like that really matter, and they've created a community for themselves which really follow them, growing with them. So it's not necessarily that you're going to outgrow someone, your audience is going to change. If they're going to be with you, if they really like you, and it's all about the journey. They are following a particular journey with you. So, I think creating a community is the most important thing. Try and engage with your audience as much as possible. Try and in some manner meet them so that you have that base, and then it won't matter, right? Which platform you are on. Maybe tomorrow there's no platform at all.
You'll have a face-to-face interaction with them. And I would say that's the greatest thing. So coming down to the point of monetization, right? So a lot of creators start with the one motive. Like I want to close brand deals, I want to feature brands, and this start from barter collaboration, getting into paid. So this looks like an endless journey. So I'm aware that there's like multiple scopes for monetizing when it comes to creator, but I think there's a lack of awareness towards that. If you can touch the point, what are the monetization ways through which creator can make money beyond brand deals?
See, actually even brand deals can be seen in different ways. A brand deal is today coming to when you see a brand deal, it's advertising mainly. Here because eyeballs have shifted from a television to these screens. So it's very simple. Wherever the eyeballs are, advertising follows that. So even in that, there are different types of brand deals that there are these individual ones. But if you really work towards few brands, you can become loyal, long-term brand deals that you can have, advertising deals that you can have, which go beyond than your views and all. When I'm talking different kind of monetization, right now people are just waiting that someone will pay me to put it up as if you are a hoarding. I'm not talking you to be a hoarding. I'm talking to be a spokesperson for a brand. That's one of the things of different way of looking at it. Second is, as I said, everything else is community driven. If you have a community and who's following you for a certain reason, you can use that to monetize yourself. It could be if you are into fintech, you could be doing courses, you could be doing, if you're in dance classes, in fashion, your tips, etc. That there are many different subscription models over YouTube, Instagram, which Instagram is going to start its subscription model. There are many apps which are also there. So as I said, even if it's about building a community and then to seeing, obviously there are your merchandising. But I would suggest more than merchandising, it is to build a brand which you and your fans can build together for the rest of the world. Don't only build a brand for your fans. Rather, with the use of your fans, build a brand which is for the rest of the world. As in, for example, if we are starting, one of our creators, Adi Kumar, he started a brand known as 444. Which is doesn't write Adi Kumar, it doesn't write this thing. It's not a merchandise, it's not his name thing. It's his views with his shares with his fans, which they all share together, is what they're promoting. So your fans are also someone who will promote it with you. So everyone is trying to encash on their fans. I would say rather make your fans your business partners to encash on the rest of the world. As simple as that. So whatever your virtues are, they become, I think the biggest of the biggest, cult would be a wrong word, but that's how it began, right? Even Osho or any of these, it's about the beliefs and them spreading that belief all over.
So, like, if I want to sum up in a quick three terms, it's like value over products, value over money. So, start providing value to the society and to the audience, and the entrepreneurship side, the business will come along the way. So, coming down to the next point is when it comes down to disruption. So, next thing is happening in the industry is the AI. So, when of creators, people around the world, jobs, people are scared about the AI. So whenever this happened, it happened with computer back in 20-25 years from now, almost. So what's your take on AI for creators? What are the challenges? What are the opportunities AI holds for creators?
I don't think so. AI really is a threat. AI is just, for me, is another tool, like how Photoshop was, or any upgrade in a technology. You need to know how to use it perfectly. A Photoshop can be used by a person to just edit few names and to create a masterpiece, an art piece. AI would be the same thing. AI has to be then used by someone to have a practical implementation. Someone recently said that someone printed out a whole book, wrote a whole book through an AI chatbot, and then put it up on Amazon and sold it. The AI didn't sell it on Amazon. He sold it on Amazon. It was his idea to what to do with that book. So every creator can also look for ideas, things, but what you do with it. So we all have the whole idea about content creation. What I love about it is everyone now are on the same platform. You can't complain anymore that if you didn't have this or you didn't have that. Privileges don't necessarily give you that head start that can give you in all your other industries. Same way, AI, you just need to adapt to it. You need to study about it. It's not that difficult. But what you do with it,
that's the point.
Yes, there are many choreographers, right? So, very simple, means you can do choreography for a Sangeet. You could be doing for yourself and putting it up on YouTube and becoming a big star. It could be what you do with that product and how you put it out. So, that's the same thing going to be with AI, right? How you use that AI. For instance, today's podcast, you could have asked questions from the AI or...
I do.
Yeah.
I use ChatGPT, that's what that is.
Exactly. So, my point is how you're going to use it. It's going to be that. So, for me, it's a long way down where AI will do a complete disruption or A to Z journey of a product. But how you use it is going to make a difference. And every creator should start learning that and using that.
So, since you have worked with a lot of brands, like almost from like 5+ years, so what is the best and the worst campaign that if you can suggest that you have worked with creators and brands and you come out that this is the best thing, this is the worst, and these are your learnings out of it?
One of the best one, anytime the best thing is if a brand listens to you and understands your creativity and it comes out very well. As you suggest that we have one of our creators, Funcho, who have around 40 to 50 million views on one of their branded content. It was for an OTT platform. And they heard us out that what idea we want to do and things like that. You would not see these kind of views on any branded content on a reel. That what they were able to do, and that was one of our best campaigns. And all those campaigns where the brand is able to understand to not only look into the traditional format, the creator knows his best way to put out content on his, and if the reach is what you're looking at, then creator is the best person to tell you what he should or she should do for it. Exactly opposite, the worst campaigns are the ones where they just want to make us look like hoardings. Yeah. We are just a slot in between, and want to just put out, because still the marketing managers and many of these places are yet to adapt to understand the real usage and how they can use the creators' full potential. I think many creators who have, for example, Tanmay Bhatt, who is making ads himself, knows how to use them perfectly well. We have Awez Darbar, who creates hook steps which are then given to all the influencers because he knows what is the best way of doing that. We are looking into Awez Darbar even directing ads and short format because he's the one who started and who's been doing this for the longest time. So the problem is when the brands don't understand and use the same old traditional thoughts while creating campaigns on Instagram, YouTube, etc.
So, you're well aware with the global creator ecosystem too. So, what's the difference between the local market, the national market, compared to the western part of the world?
I think only mainly 2 or 3 countries like US, India, and China, because where you got good amount of population. There's a total usage of social media for brands. I think European markets, UK, everything is still catching up. Dubai is still a very small market. Numbers really matter. And TikTok is now one of the biggest app actually out there other than India. So means short format is working a lot. In India, the thing is we don't have, we have a herd mentality. Wherever the herd is following, everyone follows on that thing. So right now advertisers from moving on from long format to short format and wherever everything is moving. Whereas in US, it's community driven. They understand that and all kinds of formats are working pretty well. So I think mainly that's the difference. Yeah, but actually social media opens up the borders very easily to collaborate, international brands are able to do campaigns out here much more easier, which was not possible before for them to do that. Even if they pick up 5 influencers here, they can start their campaign very easily. So that is one very good thing for social media.
And like towards going on the end of the podcast, like if you can list down a couple of creators that you've been working with, and when I have to case study like how from where we have started working with them and now where they are, like the whole journey. And like people think so that it will take a long time to build a brand. But I know that there are a lot of cases that you might understand that who have built something fabulous and put in a work. Like it really requires a work. So that's the behind the camera about creators and how they have grown.
Starting with someone like Awez Darbar, who we had at a very early stage, who's been who's a shamak before and who has taught a lot of choreographed, and now has his own studio, has his own troupe. He's been on all app. He just crossed 10 million on YouTube, got his diamond button.
Wow.
And he's on 27 million on Instagram. And I think there have been more than 10 students who are now more than million with him who have been there with him. But for him, the hustle doesn't stop. And for him, it's not hustle. It's basically getting up and doing what he loves every day. So if you're able to do something that you love every day, then I don't think so. The word is not hustle. Hustle is when you need to really do something out of your comfort also and do some jugaad, things like that.
Yeah.
But for him, it's an everyday thing. He loves doing it. We've had a lot of a creator known as Mermaid Scales, who puts out 3 reels a day, which is she's a content farm, and to have that consistency in all of them, and she's been doing it over the years. She's one of the only creators I think who's who had gone to Cannes by Meta. Only 15 to 20 creators all over the world. Means I would have name her among one of the few top global influencers, which is framed by Meta also. She met Cabby and everyone out there.
Wow.
But you would not see that much of it on her Instagram profile. It's still content. She loves putting it out there. And as I said, there are many different ways that we have evolved and adapted things. From dancing, we've got Sanket Mehta, who's been creating dance content, to now killing it in fashion world. He has been to Paris Fashion Week. He was in LA currently. And that's the whole point, to be able to adapt, evolve, learn what you do, and keep changing.
Keep evolving, that's the thing.
Keep evolving, or if you're comfortable doing what you like and if your audience is loving it. So it's whatever makes you happy. I know it's very easy to say that, but that's what you need to find. Don't go looking for what is trending. Go looking for what keeps you happy and you're able to make on a daily basis and that people are loving it.
Thank you so much, Mihir, for being on Modernizing Biz podcast. It was lovely chatting with you. So I'm looking forward to require more mind-blowing content and grow deep about creator economy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.